with Twitch under like fire right now, with Twitch under fire right now, I feel like it is apropos for me to add my little 2 cents into the situation. I get that people are like, yo, what the fuck? This goes back into what I've been saying to you for the past couple of years now. It all started with one segment, and I'm going to re reference that segment now that we're almost headed towards the final season. Ladies and gentlemen, I will say it again. Maybe we should make better people famous. I do not think that we are at a form right now and place where we have a shot, a chance at all to do anything other than realize that our idols have abilities to hide very fucked up pieces of their lives. Now, what does this mean for you? What does this mean? What does this mean for you? Does this mean you gotta change who you talk to? Does this mean you gotta change who you like fuck with? Like all that? No. I need people to start asking themselves this question. What happens now? What happens now? Sorry, I'm trying to make the mic fit. What happens now to anybody who wants to blow up? What happens to fame as the dice start rolling and people start getting rolled? Because it's not streamers with 4 views. It's not an underground pedo ring of streamers with 4 and 5 views who prey on like one chatter. Nope, it's the people with the biggest audiences, the biggest access. At some point, don't you think somebody's going to say in a news article, maybe we should revoke their access to the children? Doesn't seem like it for now. I've kept my YouTube quiet specifically just to avoid that to wait on like people who are gonna leave like the negative comments or whatever. And that's why I've been like staying a little bit away from pure politics on that channel, just to, just gauge the waters on who's gonna retain. Because everybody's gonna click subscribe, but some people might be like, oh, he hasn't uploaded in 2 weeks. You want those people out because they're getting ready to say, saw you on Leftist Mafia and thought this was, and just like here, you're doing a. He has one particular hate watcher that's been watching forever. Yo, yeah. um. Anyway, I've been trying to echo this for a long time that sometimes great artists pick the wrong medium. I have thought in my lifetime that I've picked the wrong medium. I thought in my lifetime that perhaps this Twitch medium wasn't exactly what I was supposed to be doing. And because of its ease of access, I fell into doing the content creator thing when I could be out, I got to get a job and then be out making films in the meantime, using more off time than the time that I dedicate to streaming to also make that content. Now I'm quite aware of that and I understand that. Maybe I'm the right person at the wrong time. If I had it popping like this, and I had the ability to do everything I did in season 4 from season 1, maybe I'd be somewhere else. Maybe I'd be that guy. I'm slowly becoming that guy, but maybe I'd be that guy already. Maybe I would have had the luck Hassan had, and then moved out and then had different takes on things. And we could all say if, when, that, and whatever and whatnot. However, the more hate that gets rained down on Twitch because each of its top stars keep getting found or doing dumb shit. Yes, Kai Sinat, we need to have the conversation about 14th Street a little bit more because it's not just as easy as dodging like, oh, it happened and now it's over. You helped accelerate pieces of a police state and they're not going to attribute you as the cause of it, even though they do say in their internal documents that you are the cause of it. mainly because you're black. The more and more and more Twitch stars keep getting found out, the more and more and more that people keep looking at Twitch as this hotbed, is the more that people will not invest money and time into this platform. Everybody's core audiences will be just their core audiences. They won't grow, they will only shrink. Now, understandably, live streaming is hard because it does require people to put you on mobile, be at home, be in a place where they can listen. But people listen to podcasts all the time. So that's why we have VODs. So people can say, okay, I like this streamer, but they stream at a time I can't watch. So I'm not really a chatter. I just like putting them on in the background. So that's 4 extra hours of content I could listen to and see what happened today that I might have missed. Streamers provide a utility. They have to provide a utility, or else it's just a bunch of weirdos playing video games live. I could take this conversation in an opposite direction right now and talk about the realm in which, or I should say the paradigm in which people think that streamers are just at home, homebodies, never leave their home. Even though most people, surprisingly, have studios and like places that they go to set up streams. So that's beside the margin of they never go outside. I'm going to keep it on the next crop. I'm going to keep it on the next crop of, um, let's say, the next big things. The only people who have anything worth investing right now into this platform specifically are those with some form of stable lifestyle and children. MySpace was not required to have kids on it to be a functioningly beautiful website. Kids created, we could say, the drive for the HTML, you know, the culture around your top five, who's on your page, my MySpace top friends, blah, blah, blah. You could talk about all that. MySpace did not require $5 a month at the top of the hour. I can have 60,000 viewers in here right now. If that sub number doesn't go up, Twitch doesn't recognize you. So it's about investment at this point. Okay. If parents and people with unstable lifestyles, when I say parents and people with unstable lifestyles, I mean horrible working hours. We're talking about like having shit to do, you know, unstable. Like you can't sit down and calm down and listen to something while you fold clothes because nope, you've got to go outside because of they're trying to repo your car type beat. Unstable. People with unstable lives only get to hear about Twitch through the news and media, and they keep hearing pedophile found, pedophile found, pedophile found, riot, riot, pedophile found, N word found, pedophile found, lawsuit, 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 pedophile found, pedophile found. At some point, I'm not gonna let you use my. You want to use my Amazon Prime for what? To subscribe to who? That guy. That looked like the streamer that got that looked like the guy who got found with the cases, right? And the child's gonna be like, no, that was Dr. Disrespect. This is Dr. Respect. Twitch got no brand, dog. Twitch got no spokesperson. Twitch got no spokesperson. It's why YouTube is able to get away with what it gets away with. Come on, man. At least Tom from MySpace was the person we all recognize. Who do you recognize that not just dominates this platform, but speaks on Twitch's behalf? Pokemon got a sponsor. Pokemon got a spokesperson. Nintendo got a spokesperson, a bunch of spokespersons. I'm trying to ask. Twitter has a spokesperson. Sucks that it's Elon Musk, but it spokesperson. Amazon got a spokesperson. Publix got a spokesperson. Kroger got a spokesperson. Walmart got a spokesperson. What's up? Who speaks for Twitch? Who speaks for the connection between Twitch and TikTok? TikTok has a spokesperson indirectly because of the United States government. Genshin Impact and the company Hoyoverse got spokespeople. Cheeton has a spokesperson. Who's your spokesperson? Or are all of you independent brands that have nothing to do with this platform? Because, again, where on earth am I supposed to find 60,000 new people when 60,000 niggas don't know if I'm a weirdo or not? How long is it going to take for me to prove that? To establish myself? Because once I start walking up the ladder and I get 1,000 viewers, 10,000 viewers, I'm going to say the same shit and act the same way I'm acting now. And it's going to be like, how long have you known that? Why didn't you say anything before? And I'm like, I did. I made a whole song about it. I did a whole thing. Y'all niggas just didn't know me. I spoke about it and nobody knew me. And now I got to retread that. So either I got to retread everything every year, or the system is cracked because there's no growth, because you're not providing anybody with a function that would want them to check out other people. So every single time a piece and layer of this place breaks down, instead of you saying the chips are going to fall, media is going to talk about it, it's going to get bigger and larger, ask yourself, now, what are all these people, these millions of people, let's say hundreds of thousands, because we know I think about like 1.4 million people stream per day. I think it's somewhere like that. And it could be for 1 second for 5,000 of them, for who knows. Who cares? What is the final key towards anybody, anywhere, doing anything related to this website? Should they focus on YouTube? Is that a safer place? Doesn't seem to be. There's going to be creeps all over the internet. Everybody. Okay, so the trans panic is done, right? That's what I mean. This one domino should knock a bunch down, but for some reason, it only seems to go for the littlest piece that's going to lead to a big brick. And because physics don't work here, that big brick at the end is going to stay up. 2024 is the year that all lies will be exposed. What Cat Williams say? The truth is in the light, and the light is with God. And the light is with God. Okay? You had him sit up here and tell you that fat face on fuck. And the problem that I'm trying to usher towards you, since I don't talk direct enough and I just yammer and stammer, is that littler streamers like me have no choice but to talk about this because it is the prevailing topic. And for me to ignore it would be for almost me to condone it in some form or fashion, because I call out other people for they fucked up shit anyway. The ecosystem spins itself until it's forced to reckon with what it is. Who do you talk about? What do you talk about? Oh, I could just be a DJ and stream music. You're not going to block yourself from the inevitable. Some big streamer's going to click on your name, say, damn, that's a hot piece of ass. Boom, 3-week news cycle. Boom, 68 panels. Boom, 2 news articles. Boom, Hassan Piker. Boom, Philip DeFranco. Boom, this drama channel. Boom, Jarvis Johnson. Boom, the Sad Boys. Boom, boom, boom. And it just starts knocking at your head that you might not even have power in this entire ecosystem unless you're a person people come to hear their opinions on shit. So no art form beats that, because I don't want to spend time thinking about it myself. If you remember what I said a couple minutes ago, everything that forces somebody to look within, they will keep at bay so they can keep their friends, their family, their power. Or, in my suggestion, you should just not be a fucked up piece of shit. Maybe we should make better people famous. Is it the power? Is it the money, the power, the fame that made you think you would go away? There's at least 100 million niggas out here, 100 million people in America alone with no allegations. None of them have a desire to be a streamer. Nobody desires to have that much power. Nobody want that, except the people who are here who hope to make it big. Is it the money, the power, the fame? What is it? What is it? What is the answer? Because when you ask people, oh, I can't find the answer to this question, I don't understand what's going to happen next, they keep pointing towards more people will get found out. It's going to be a big news cycle. We'll keep our eyes on it, but you know, it is what it is and blah, blah, blah. Nah, man. This is exactly what I said was going to come to pass if something never came out about Hassan. And not something like this. Let's make that clear because this is a live channel and we want to make sure that nobody's getting wrong ideas. Not something like this. Something along the lines of something that happens in his life that forces him to retire. Could be anything. Could be his mom passing and then all like it hits him a different way. And he's like, I gotta take a year off. You know, I gotta take a couple years off. Things happen. Sorry I said if something like this were to come up with Hassan, but I was referring more so to jumping straight ahead to something that removes you from your audience. Where do those people go? Where do those people go? To somebody that you've rated? So I guess the only people who was in there is the people that you know and fuck with. You don't got nobody outside. You don't got nobody putting people. You nobody in your circle is putting people in their circles on. You know what I mean? It must be your circle. Okay, so your circle splits your 25,000 daily viewers into 5,000 each. Now we got a bunch of 6K streamers and nobody above 10K. So the new high is 6. People log on, they see that their maybe favorite streamer like me is streaming to 12 people, they log off. The hive mind, remember? What happens if you start kicking? What happens to a wasp nest when you successfully destroy it? They go into the wind, never to be seen again. Which loops me back to the final point, which is the first point I made: investment. Ain't nobody gonna be left to spend the money, so ain't nobody gonna be making no money. All this time, and it was blown because the people who we launched to the top, because they had the greatest act and they got the luckiest. That shit don't happen nowhere else. Oh, what about all the roles that Kevin Spacey had that he used to make his power? And it's like, come on, dog. You know that they're like come on, don't do the music and art shit. Don't do the art shit because that's a whole other conversation, and that all gets bled through by literally what's happening with P Diddy. Come on, P Diddy was going down for life, and the music industry still popping. Like that right there is a perfect example of having birds. What is it? Not scapegoats. It is scapegoats, but it's like having scapegoats to kill. Like you've always got somebody in the line of fire. Anyway, to end it all, investment. I wouldn't want my child to invest in a platform like that. I would hope that anybody who was investing in this platform found a utility beyond just watching content out of this channel, because $5 is real money, especially when they know that Twitch takes half of it. They could send me $5 a month and I would make more money. I could start a Patreon and pay taxes and do this a Patreon exclusive. But then what would that do? I don't got an audience to launch an exclusive Patreon. I'm not white. I'm not white. So I got to play the waiting game. Here's the problem with the waiting game. Niggas is hungry now. Twitch.tv/the_paradigm_shift. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe, that bell to stay notified. If you want more uploads, you gotta post what you want me to talk about in the comments. I be rapping about shit all day long with my chat. They right there in front of you. Them's the niggas that you missing out on talking with. But subscribe on the YouTube. We almost at 1.5K. We moving. 10K by the end of the year. We moving. The fuck?